Okay, next is the upper trap activation. You may say to yourself, well, everybody knows how to fire their upper trap, and for the most part they do, although when you see guys in the gym loading up that trap machine with 500 pounds and then just pretty much going like this, up and down with very, very short arcs, then they're not really hitting the upper traps. The other thing that I always mention to patients is I say, whenever you go to the gym and you work out a muscle bilaterally, let's say you do chest press, let's say you do flies on a pec deck, let's say you're doing leg press, then a lot of times the strong muscle can mask a weak muscle. So I always recommend doing some asymmetrical work or unilateral work, one leg at a time, one arm at a time, so that way you can notice any kind of asymmetries. If I did flies with this arm and I was able to do them let's say 20 times, and this side started getting tired at about 12, I would realize that I had an asymmetry. The other thing that is beneficial to doing unilateral work is that when you work a muscle through its range of motion, you're supposed to work a muscle through its full range of motion. That's an old school Joe Weider principle. But if I did flies, then I can't get past midline. If I was able to do one arm at a time, my arm goes this far. So I better be sure that I'm training my pec in that range. So unilateral work sprinkled in is super, super important. All right, so upper trap. Pretty simple. You're going to take one ear and one shoulder and you're going to try to squeeze them together. That is pretty much going to be your upper trap activation. Now I caution you again, don't do both sides at the same time and don't do it with any weight. You're trying to get accustomed to what it feels like to fire your upper trap. So that's pretty much it. Ear to shoulder to ear. Pretend like you're squeezing a piece of paper between those two, and that is your upper trap activation.